The Grand Assembly Chamber of the Galactic Council was a sight to behold. A vast, domed structure of gleaming crystal and iridescent metal, where the most influential alien civilizations in the cosmos congregated to deliberate on matters of galactic import. Today, the air was thick with anticipation as the council members, seated in their ornate hovering chairs, prepared to discuss the unexpected emergence of humanity onto the interstellar stage. At the center of the chamber, a holographic display flickered to life, projecting images of Earth and its rapidly expanding human population. The alien faces around the table observed the scenes with a mix of fascination and disdain. They had been monitoring the primitive species for some time, watching as humans mastered advanced technology, explored the solar system, and began to venture beyond their home world. Yet to the seasoned galactic elders, these feats were merely the first steps of a woefully unprepared civilization. Remarkable, is it not, how these humans have managed to accomplish so much in such a short span of time? Remarked Siloth, the towering, amphibious representative of the Aquarian Consortium. But let us not be fooled by their superficial accomplishments. Beneath the veneer of their technological progress lies a species incapable of the higher reasoning and moral sophistication that we have come to expect from civilized galactic citizens. A murmur of agreement rippled through the council chamber. Siloth continued, his bulbous eyes narrowing. These humans are little more than savages, a race driven by base instincts of aggression, greed, and an insatiable thirst for domination. They possess no capacity for the altruism, empathy, and spiritual enlightenment that define the true essence of an advanced civilization. Nodding solemnly, the aged Valsaran matriarch, Galadriel, spoke in a raspy voice. Siloth speaks the truth. The humans are a heartless people, incapable of the higher emotions that bind our galactic community together. Their reckless actions and disregard for the sanctity of life make them a threat to the delicate balance we have maintained for millennia. Around the table, the other council members murmured in agreement, their expressions ranging from concern to outright disdain. The image of Earth flickered, showcasing scenes of war, environmental devastation, and social unrest, a vivid demonstration of humanity's perceived flaws. It is clear, Galadriel continued, that we must take decisive action to curb the expansion of this primitive species before they disrupt the harmony of the galaxy. We cannot allow the humans to threaten the stability and progress we have worked so hard to achieve. The chamber fell silent as the council members contemplated the gravity of the situation. Suddenly, a lone figure rose from the back of the assembly, drawing the attention of the startled aliens. It was Erica, the young human diplomat who had been tasked with representing her species before the Galactic Council. Her piercing gaze swept across the assembled aliens, and when she spoke, her voice was calm and unwavering. Esteemed members of the Galactic Council, I respectfully disagree with your assessment of my people. You claim that we are heartless and incapable of the higher emotions that bind your communities together, but I believe you have gravely misunderstood the true nature of humanity. The council members exchanged puzzled glances, unsure of how to respond to the humans' audacious challenge. Erica took a deep breath and continued, her words laced with a quiet determination. We may be a young species, but do not mistake our passion, our ambition, and our uncompromising will as weaknesses. These are the very traits that have driven us to unprecedented heights, and they will be the foundation upon which we forge our place among the stars. The council members regarded Erica with a mixture of bewilderment and annoyance. How dare this young human speak to them, the most esteemed civilizations in the galaxy, with such defiance and audacity? Siloth, the Aquarian representative, leaned forward in his chair, his bulbous eyes narrowing. You presume to lecture us, child. We have witnessed the destruction your species has wrought upon your own world, the senseless wars, the environmental devastation, the callous disregard for life. How can you possibly claim that these are virtues worthy of praise? Erica held the alien's gaze, unflinching. It is true that we humans have made many mistakes, and our history is marred by conflict and strife. But it is precisely because of these struggles that we have developed the determination, the resilience, and the unwavering will to overcome adversity. These are the qualities that will serve us well as we take our place among the stars. Galadriel, the Valsaren matriarch, shook her head in disapproval. Your words are bold, young one, but they ring hollow. Emotions such as compassion, empathy, and selflessness are the foundation of a truly advanced civilization. Yet your people seem incapable of rising above their baser instincts. Perhaps it is you who fails to understand the depths of human emotion, Erica retorted, her voice firm. Our capacity for love, for sacrifice, and for the unbreakable bonds of family and community are the wellsprings from which our actions flow. It is not a lack of emotion that drives us, but a surfeit of it, a fierce determination to protect those we hold dear and to forge a better future for generations to come. The council members exchanged uneasy glances, unsettled by the human's unwavering conviction. Erica seized the moment, pressing her advantage. You speak of our heartlessness, yet it is you who have turned a blind eye to the suffering of countless worlds, content to maintain your own power and privilege. You who have condemned entire civilizations to extinction for the sake of your precious harmony. Her voice grew in volume, echoing through the cavernous chamber. We humans may be young, but we are not beholden to the same rigid traditions and complacency that has stifled your progress. We are driven by a thirst for knowledge, a hunger for discovery, and an unquenchable desire to reach for the stars. Galadriel opened her mouth to interject, but Erica cut her off, her words laced with an unwavering resolve. The Galactic Council may view us as heartless, but I say to you that it is our very flaws, our aggression, our ambition, our unyielding determination, that will propel us to greatness. We will not be cowed by your condemnation or your attempts to keep us in check. Humanity will rise to the challenge, and we will forge our own path among the stars, with or without your approval. Silence reigned in the chamber as the council members grappled with the implications of Erica's impassioned speech. The young human diplomat stood her ground, unflinching, daring the ancient aliens to refute her claims. Finally, Xyloth broke the tension, his voice laced with a hint of unease. Well, human, you have certainly given us much to ponder. If your species truly possesses the qualities you claim, then perhaps you are worthy of a chance to prove yourselves. Galadriel shot Xyloth a withering glare, but the Aquarian representative continued, his gaze fixed on Erica. The council will consider your words carefully. In the meantime, we have a proposal for you and your people. Erica felt a palpable tension in the air as Xyloth's words hung in the cavernous chamber. The Aquarian representative's tone held a hint of both intrigue and trepidation, as if the council had something both enticing and ominous in store for humanity. A proposal, you say? Erica replied, her brow furrowed in concentration. I'm listening. Xyloth leaned back in his chair, his fingers steepled thoughtfully. Your impassioned defense of your species has certainly given us pause, human. We had written off your kind as little more than savage primitives, but your words have piqued our curiosity. He paused, his bulbous eyes fixing Erica with an unblinking stare. However, as you have so rightly pointed out, we of the Galactic Council have grown complacent in our ways, content to maintain our power and influence through the subjugation of lesser civilizations. We find ourselves now at a crossroads, uncertain whether to embrace your species as equals or to relegate you to the periphery of our domain. Galadriel, the Valsaren matriarch, spoke up, her voice dripping with disdain. Make no mistake, human. We do not take your defiance lightly. Your kind have much to prove before we would even consider granting you full membership in the Galactic Council. Erica straightened her posture, her expression resolute. Then prove ourselves we shall. Name your terms, and we will rise to the challenge. The council members exchanged a series of weighted glances, as if deliberating a fateful decision. Finally, Xyloth raised a three-fingered hand, silencing the murmurs of his colleagues. Very well, human. The Galactic Council has devised a series of trials that we believe will put your species' mettle to the test. If you and your people can succeed in these challenges, we will reconsider our position and grant you the opportunity to join our August assembly. Erica felt her heart race with a mixture of trepidation and determination. And if we fail? Galadriel's eyes narrowed, her lips curling into a sinister smile. If you fail, then humanity will be condemned to permanent isolation, forever barred from the privileges and protections afforded to those civilizations that have proven themselves worthy of our trust. The chamber fell silent, save for the faint hum of the holographic displays. Erica knew that the stakes could not be higher. The future of her entire species hung in the balance, dependent on their ability to overcome the challenges set forth by the Galactic Council. Yet, despite the daunting odds, Erica felt a surge of confidence coursing through her veins. Her people had endured countless adversities throughout their history, and they had always emerged stronger for it. This was no different. Humanity would rise to the occasion, their perceived flaws becoming the very weapons they would use to triumph over the Council's trials. With a resolute nod, Erica stepped forward, her gaze sweeping across the seated alien representatives. We accept your challenge, Galactic Council. Humanity will prove itself worthy of your trust, or we shall perish trying. The council members exchanged uneasy glances, a hint of trepidation visible on their alien faces. Xylov, however, leaned forward, a curious glint in his eyes. So be it, human. The trials shall commence immediately. May the fates be kind to your species, for you will need every advantage you can muster to survive what we have in store for you. The air in the Galactic Council chamber crackled with tension as Tyloff's words echoed through the vast, crystalline structure. Erica felt a surge of adrenaline coursing through her veins, her mind racing with the implications of the challenge that lay ahead. The trials shall commence immediately, Tyloff intoned, his voice carrying a subtle hint of apprehension. We have engineered a scenario that will put your species' mettle to the ultimate test. With a wave of his hand, the holographic display in the center of the chamber shifted, revealing a startling scene. Across the projected expanse, two massive fleets of alien warships clashed in a brutal and relentless battle, their powerful weapons carving swaths of destruction through the void of space. Erica's eyes widened as she recognized the two contending forces. On one side were the sleek, advanced vessels of the Solarian Empire, a technologically superior civilization known for its ruthless military might. On the other, the hastily assembled ships of a relatively young and untested species, humanity's own fledgling interstellar fleet. This is the first of your trials, humans, Galadriel announced, her withered voice dripping with disdain. You will be pitted against the Solarian Empire in a decisive military conflict. If your species emerges victorious, we will be forced to reconsider our assessment of your capabilities. Erica felt a surge of trepidation, but she refused to let it show. And what happens if we fail? Vylov's bulbous eyes narrowed, a hint of malevolence gleaming within. If you fail, then humanity will be deemed unfit to join the Galactic Council, and you will be relegated to the status of a protectorate, forever under our watchful eye and subject to our dictates. The human diplomat clenched her fists, her knuckles turning white. The stakes could not be higher. The future of her entire species hung in the balance, dependent on their ability to prevail against the might of the Solarian Empire. Yet, as Erica gazed upon the unfolding battle, she could not help but feel a glimmer of hope. Humanity had faced seemingly insurmountable odds before, and they had always found a way to prevail. Their ingenuity, their resilience, and their unbreakable will to survive would be the keys to their triumph. We accept your challenge, Galactic Council, Erica proclaimed, her voice ringing with unwavering determination. Humanity will not falter in the face of this trial. We will prove our worth, no matter the cost. The alien representatives exchanged incredulous glances, as if they had expected the young human diplomat to crumple under the weight of their ultimatum. But Erica's resolve was unshakable, and she turned her attention to the unfolding conflict, her mind already racing with strategies and tactics. On the holographic display, the battle raged on, the powerful Solarian warships unleashing devastating barrages of energy weapons and missiles upon the comparatively primitive human vessels. Yet, to the shock of the Galactic Council members, the human forces held their ground, their ships maneuvering with agility and precision, their own weapons inflicting heavy damage upon their formidable foes. Erica watched the battle unfold, her heart pounding with a mixture of anxiety and pride. This was humanity's moment to shine, to prove their worth in the eyes of the ancient alien civilizations that had so quickly dismissed them. And as the battle reached its climax, she knew that her people would not disappoint. The battle raged on, the clash of human and Solarian warships echoing through the vast, crystalline chamber of the Galactic Council. Erica watched with bated breath as the human forces, vastly outnumbered and outmatched, fought with a ferocity and determination that stunned the alien observers. The Solarian vessels, sleek and bristling with advanced weaponry, unleashed devastating barrages of energy beams and missile salvos, their firepower carving deep gashes into the human armada. But to the Council's growing unease, the human ships refused to falter, their captains maneuvering with daring precision, their own weapons striking with devastating accuracy. Xyloth, the Aquarian representative, leaned forward in his floating chair, his bulbous eyes narrowed in a mixture of fascination and trepidation. Remarkable. These humans are fighting with a level of tactical acumen that we did not anticipate. Their ships may be primitive, but their pilots seem to possess an uncanny ability to outmaneuver and outgun the Solarians. Galadriel, the Valsaran matriarch, let out a disparaging snort, her withered features etched with disdain. Do not be fooled, Xyloth. The humans may have achieved a momentary advantage, but they cannot possibly hope to withstand the full might of the Solarian war machine. Their primitive technology and limited resources will ultimately be their undoing. As if in response to Galadriel's words, the battle on the holographic display reached a crescendo, the human vessels unleashing a coordinated barrage of missiles and energy beams that tore through the Solarian fleet's defenses. One by one, the sleek alien warships succumbed to the relentless onslaught, their hulls crumbling under the sheer ferocity of the human assault. Erica watched, her heart pounding with a mixture of pride and disbelief as the Solarian forces, once thought to be unstoppable, were decimated by the scrappy human armada. The Galactic Council members sat in stunned silence, their expressions ranging from shock to outright disbelief. Finally, Tyloth cleared his throat, his voice laced with a begrudging respect. It would seem that we have underestimated the capabilities of your species, human. Your people have not only survived the first trial, but have managed to achieve a decisive victory against a foe we considered vastly superior. Galadriel glared at Xyloth, her bony fingers gripping the armrests of her chair. This is but a temporary setback, Xyloth. The humans have merely gotten lucky. They cannot hope to sustain this level of success against the full might of the Galactic Council. Erica stepped forward, her gaze unwavering. That may be so, Galadriel, but we humans are not content to remain in the shadows, subservient to your council's whims. We have tasted victory, and we hunger for more. From this day forward, humanity will forge its own path among the stars, establishing alliances, expanding our technological and economic influence, and carving out a place for ourselves in the galactic community. The council members exchanged uneasy glances, the realization dawning on them that the heartless humans were not the meek, easily controlled species they had once believed. Erica's words rang with a quiet confidence, a harbinger of the changes to come. The Galactic Council may have set these trials before us, but we will not be cowed by your challenges, Erica declared, her voice resonating through the chamber. Humanity is ready to take its place among the stars, and we will do so on our own terms. The Galactic Council chamber was shrouded in an uneasy silence as Erica's bold declaration hung in the air. The alien representatives exchanged troubled glances, their expressions a mixture of disbelief and growing unease. Xyloth, the Aquarian representative, cleared his throat, his bulbous eyes fixed on the young human diplomat. You speak with remarkable confidence, child, but do not make the mistake of overestimating your species' capabilities. The trials we have set before you are only just beginning. Galadriel, the Valsaren matriarch, leaned forward in her chair, her withered features etched with a disdainful scowl. Indeed, the victory you have achieved here today was merely a fortuitous stroke of luck. Do not delude yourselves into believing that you possess the fortitude to withstand the true challenges that await you. Erica held the ancient alien's gaze, unflinching. We are no strangers to adversity, Galadriel. The history of our species is a testament to our resilience, our adaptability, and our unyielding determination to overcome any obstacle that stands in our path. The Valsaren matriarch let out a derisive snort. Resilience, adaptability. Such qualities are mere illusions, human. When faced with the true horrors of the cosmos, your kind will crumble under the weight of your own primal instincts. Xyloth raised a three-fingered hand, silencing Galadriel's tirade. What my colleague means to say, human, is that the trials we have prepared for you will test the very limits of your species' capabilities. We have engineered scenarios that will push you to your breaking point, challenging your intellect, your physical prowess, and your moral fortitude. Erica felt a trickle of apprehension, but she refused to let it show. Then so be it. Humanity is ready to face whatever challenges you have in store for us. We will not falter, no matter the cost. The Aquarian representative nodded, a curious glint in his eyes. Very well, human. Your resolve is admirable, and it will be put to the test in the trials to come. With a wave of his hand, the holographic display shifted, revealing a series of new scenarios, intricate scientific puzzles, complex diplomatic negotiations, and grueling physical challenges that would test the limits of human ingenuity and resilience. As the council members outlined the trials, Erica felt a surge of determination. Her people had faced seemingly insurmountable odds before, and they had always found a way to prevail. This would be no different. Humanity would rise to the occasion, their perceived flaws becoming their greatest strengths in the harsh realities of interstellar politics. Galadriel's withered features twisted into a malicious grin. We shall see, human, whether your species' so-called strengths are truly as formidable as you claim. The fate of your kind hangs in the balance. Fail, and you will be consigned to the periphery of the Galactic Council's domain, forever under our watchful eye. Erica squared her shoulders, her gaze unwavering. Humanity will not fail. We will overcome every challenge you set before us, and we will forge our own path among the stars, with or without your approval. The Galactic Council members exchanged uneasy glances, their confidence visibly shaken by the young human diplomat's unwavering resolve. Erica knew that the battles ahead would be fierce, but she was determined to prove that the heartless humans were a force to be reckoned with in the cosmic arena. The Galactic Council chamber hummed with a palpable tension as the members contemplated the unprecedented challenges posed by the humans. Erica's unwavering resolve had shaken the ancient alien civilizations to their core, forcing them to grapple with the realization that their initial assessment of humanity's capabilities had been woefully mistaken. Galadriel, the Valsaren matriarch, leaned back in her chair, her withered features etched with a scowl. This is an outrage. Never before has a lesser species dared to defy the will of the Galactic Council with such impunity. We must take decisive action to curb the ambitions of these heartless humans before they upset the delicate balance we have maintained for millennia. Xyloth, the Aquarian representative, raised a three-fingered hand, his bulbous eyes narrowed in thought. Patience, Galadriel. We cannot afford to act rashly in this matter. The humans have proven their capabilities in the trials thus far, and to dismiss them outright would be a grave mistake. The Valsaren matriarch fixed Xyloth with a withering glare. You would have us grant them membership in the Galactic Council, after all they have done to undermine our authority and challenge our supremacy. Xyloth's expression remained impassive, his voice measured. "I did not say that, Galadriel. But we must at least consider the implications of denying them a place at our table. Their influence in the galaxy is growing, and we cannot ignore the threat they pose if we continue to exclude them from our affairs." Galadriel scoffed, her bony fingers drumming against the armrest of her chair. "Threat? These humans are nothing more than savages, masquerading as civilized beings. They will bring only chaos and destruction to the order we have so carefully maintained." The chamber fell silent as the council members grappled with the gravity of the situation. Suddenly, the grand doors parted, and Erica strode into the chamber, her expression resolute. Behind her, a contingent of human representatives followed, their bearing exuding a quiet confidence. Xyloth regarded the human delegation with a mixture of curiosity and unease. Well, the human has returned. I must admit, I did not expect to see you again so soon." Erica stepped forward, her gaze sweeping across the gathered aliens. "Galactic Council, I stand before you once more, this time not as a mere diplomat, but as a representative of a growing human interstellar alliance." Galadriel's eyes widened, her withered features contorting in a look of pure outrage. "How dare you presume to speak for your entire species, human? You have not yet proven yourselves worthy of our recognition, let alone our cooperation." Erica held the Valsaran matriarch's gaze, unflinching. "On the contrary, Galadriel, we have proven ourselves time and time again, surpassing the challenges you have set before us. It is you who must now come to terms with the fact that humanity is ready to take its rightful place among the stars." Xyloth leaned forward, his expression guarded. "And what, pray tell, do you and your people propose?" Erica squared her shoulders, a hint of a smile playing at the corner of her lips. "We propose a simple solution, Galactic Council. Grant us full membership in your August Assembly, and we will forge a new era of cooperation and collaboration between your civilizations and our own." The chamber erupted into a cacophony of protests and objections, the alien representatives' voices rising in a discordant chorus. Galadriel's shrill cry cut through the din, her eyes blazing with fury. "Preposterous! We will never consent to such a ludicrous demand. The humans are a threat to the very foundation of the Galactic Council, and they must be kept in check, not elevated to our ranks." Erica raised a hand, silencing the outraged aliens. "Then you leave us no choice, Galadriel. If you refuse to acknowledge our rightful place among the stars, we will forge our own path, forging alliances and building our own sphere of influence, with or without your approval." The Galactic Council members exchanged troubled glances, the weight of Erica's words settling upon them like a heavy shroud. The Heartless humans had risen to the challenge, and now the ancient alien civilizations faced a decision that would forever alter the balance of power in the galaxy. The Galactic Council chamber was filled with a deafening silence as Erica's bold proclamation hung in the air. The alien representatives, once so certain of their superiority, now found themselves grappling with the unsettling realization that the Heartless humans had risen to the challenge and could no longer be dismissed as mere primitives. Xyloth, the Aquarian representative, broke the tension, his voice measured and contemplative. "You make a compelling case, human. Your species has indeed proven its mettle through the trials we have set before you. To deny you a seat at our table now would be to dismiss the very accomplishments that have forced us to reconsider our assessment of your kind." Galadriel, the Valsaran matriarch, shot Xyloth a withering glare, her bony fingers gripping the armrests of her chair. "You cannot be serious, Xyloth. These humans have done nothing but disrupt the harmony of the Galactic Council. Granting them membership would be akin to inviting chaos and destruction into the very heart of our civilization." Erica stepped forward, her unwavering gaze meeting Galadriel's. "You speak of harmony, Galadriel, but what true harmony can there be when it is built upon the subjugation of lesser species? We humans may be young, but we have learned from the mistakes of your past, and we seek to forge a new path, one of cooperation, mutual respect, and shared progress." The Valsaran matriarch opened her mouth to retort, but Siloth raised a hand, silencing her. Galadriel, as much as it pains me to admit, the human makes a valid point. Our rigid adherence to tradition has blinded us to the potential that lies within this young species. If we are to maintain the stability and prosperity of the Galactic Council, we must be willing to adapt and embrace new perspectives. Galadriel's features contorted in a look of pure outrage, but before she could voice her objections, another council member, a towering Enaran representative named Zathras, spoke up. The humans' words carry weight. We have long prided ourselves on our ability to maintain order and harmony, but in doing so, we may have stifled the growth and innovation that could propel us to even greater heights. Perhaps it is time we considered a new approach, one that includes the participation of this upstart species. Erica felt a surge of hope as she watched the council members exchange uneasy glances, their expressions shifting from stubborn defiance to cautious contemplation. She knew that the road ahead would be fraught with challenges, but the humans were ready to take their place among the stars, their perceived flaws now their greatest strengths. Siloth cleared his throat, his bulbous eyes regarding Erica with a newfound respect. Human, you and your people have proven yourselves worthy of our consideration. The Galactic Council has deliberated, and we have reached a decision. The chamber fell silent, the tension palpable as all eyes turned to the Aquarian representative. We hereby grant humanity full membership in the Galactic Council. Siloth paused, a hint of a smile playing at the corners of his lips. Welcome, Erica, ambassador of the human race. May your people's contributions enrich the tapestry of our galactic community. A stunned silence fell over the chamber, broken only by the muffled sounds of Galadriel's outraged protests. Erica felt a swell of pride and determination as she stepped forward to accept the Galactic Council's decision. The Heartless humans had risen to the challenge, forever changing the balance of power in the galaxy. As the other council members grudgingly offered their congratulations, Erica knew that this was just the beginning. Humanity was ready to forge new alliances, expand its influence, and contribute to the collective progress of the galactic civilizations. The future was theirs to shape, and they would do so with the very qualities that had once been dismissed as flaws: their passion, their ambition, and their uncompromising will.